And for you personally, being back in the lineup here the last few games, how do you feel about your own game right now?
I've been feeling good. I think I've been able to make good breakout passes, what I like to do, move the puck well. And of course, you try to learn every day and be better in the next game.
Okay, next up, we'll go to Ben Kuzma.
Hey, Ollie, one for me. You've got 2 goals, I believe, both against Ottawa. What have you learned about just getting shots through from the point? You let that wrist shot go tonight. Howard had the nice screen in front, and I think one of their guys took their goalie's eyes away as well. What have you learned about just moving into the right shooting areas and so you can get pucks through?
Yeah, well, I think the big thing is it's kind of easy to get it past the first guy. A lot of times the problem comes when there is 4 or 5 guys in front of the net. So you need to also get lucky sometimes with that. But of course, just taking shots in the practice and trying to always focus on those little things in the practice too.
Thank you.
Next up is Daniel Wagner.
Ollie, you've been back in the lineup these last 4 games. Between your previous game and that last game, there was 2 months basically where you didn't play any games at all. What was that experience like? And was there a value to it that helped you improve your game, or was it tough not being in those games?
Yeah, of course you hope to play every game, and you always expect when you get back to the lineup, and really all you can do is focus on doing good stuff in practice every day and hoping to get the chance again. And yeah, of course it's frustrating, but you gotta focus every day in practice.
And with those things you worked on in practice, was it easy to translate them back into the game when you got back into the lineup, or was it tough to find your rhythm again? Like what's that experience been like over the last few games?
It's not been too bad. I think, of course, it might take a period or 2 in the first game, but I feel good right now, and of course it helps when you play a lot of games in a row and you get the feeling.
Okay, any last questions here for Olli Juolevi? We'll take one from Ian McIntyre.
Hey, Olli, you mentioned the second period costing your team the game. What do you think as a team you need to do better in those situations where you're kind of stuck in your own zone and it seems to be one-way traffic? How do you get out of that?
Yeah, of course you gotta at least make sure that you try to get the puck out somehow and try to get some pressure over their end, and just also being a little maybe patient in those situations. Know that those times comes in every game that you might be a little weaker than the other team, and just make sure that you keep your head down and you try to battle those situations.
It's always tough when you get extended on shifts, even when a team is fully healthy. Do you find it's any harder right now for your team because of what you've been through once the shifts get to 50 seconds, a minute, or longer?
No, I don't think so. I think everybody's in pretty good shape right now, and it doesn't matter if you're being healthy or not. Those over 50-second shifts, they're not easy, and you just gotta kind of have to battle through those.
Okay, and we'll take one last one here from Chris Faber.
Ollie, it looks like you're getting pretty comfortable with your offensive game. I'm wondering how much is that coming from playing with Tyler Myers as your partner?
Yeah, I think I'd like to play with Micey. I think we've been pretty good this year together, and of course I think he can make plays too out there, and he's a good passer and makes solid plays, and of course he's been in the league for a while, so he knows how to do this stuff.
Awesome, thank you.